You walk into the bathroom. You close the door, planning to have a few minutes to yourself. The door clicks shut, and a few seconds later, the gap at the bottom starts to move. A fluffy paw, then a small nose pressing up against the crack. Then a familiar sound, a tiny whine, an impatient little tap. Your dog is standing guard right outside that door, waiting for you to come out. But it's not just the bathroom. When you walk to the kitchen, they show up behind you a few seconds later. When you head to the bedroom, they somehow get in front of you first. When you stand up, they stand up. When you sit down, they quietly settle right at your feet. And at some point, you've probably laughed to yourself about it. This dog is literally my shadow. But most people never stop and ask the real question. What's actually behind this behavior? Why does your dog follow you everywhere? The answer is more layered than you'd expect. And once you understand it, the way you look at your dog is going to change. But before we get into it, I need to say something up front. When most people ask this question, they always hear the same answer. Separation anxiety. They're just too dependent. They panic when you're not around. Those answers aren't completely wrong, but they only scratch the surface. Behavioral researchers have been studying this following behavior in dogs for years, and what they found was actually pretty fascinating. There isn't just one reason dogs follow their owners. This behavior carries multiple different messages, and each message is saying something different. Today we're going to break down every single one of those messages, but I want you to know this going in. After this video, the next time your dog follows you, you're going to see that moment in a completely different light. The first reason, you are their safe place. There's actually a name for this in behavioral science. It's called the secure base effect, and this concept was discovered in humans before it was ever studied in dogs. Back in the 1960s, psychologist John Bowlby was researching how babies form bonds with their mothers, and he noticed something. A baby that feels safe will venture out and explore the world. But while they explore, they keep looking back at their mother. As long as they can sense she's there, they go further. The moment she disappears, everything stops. In the years that followed, researchers discovered that the exact same attachment pattern exists in dogs. A 2013 study from Eötvös Loránd University found that dogs view their owners the same way a child views a parent, which means you're not just the person who fills the food bowl. You are your dog's secure base. When your dog follows you, they're very often expressing this. You're here, so my world is safe. This is not dependency. This is trust. And that distinction matters when it comes to understanding dog behavior. A dependent dog panics when you leave. A dog who trusts you follows you because being near you simply feels right. Now think about your own dog. Do they get up when you walk into the room? Does their expression shift the moment they see you? Those small moments are signs that your dog sees you as their secure base. The second reason, the pack instinct never went away. When dogs began living alongside humans thousands of years ago, something evolutionary happened. That instinct didn't disappear. It just found a new target. In the brains of their wild ancestors, this instinct was saying one thing: stay with the pack, move together, survive. Your dog today carries that same instinct. It's just that now the pack is made up of you and your family. Researchers at the University of Cambridge, studying social group dynamics in dogs, found something interesting. Dogs identify the most reliable and capable member of their group, and they prefer to stay close to that member. That member is you. So when your dog follows you, they're actually following a program that's thousands of years old. Their brain is saying, this human is reliable. This human is strong. Being near this human means safety. Yes, a modern dog doesn't face the dangers of the wild anymore, but the nervous system still speaks that old language. And in that language, being near you means being safe. That's why some dogs sleep pressing against you at night. The physical contact keeps that ancient pack bond active. The third reason, they read you better than you realize. Most of the time, your dog notices you before you've even made a move. Think about that for a second. Before you've gotten up, before you've reached for your shoes, before you've grabbed your keys, your dog is already at the door waiting. So how do they know? Researchers at the University of Georgia looked into this, and what they found was this. Dogs learn their owner's routine with remarkable precision. the sound of you waking up, the coffee machine, a specific bag being pulled out, the subtle shift in how you get dressed. All of it is a signal to your dog. But this goes beyond just learning a routine. There's something deeper happening here. One of the reasons your dog follows you constantly is to collect that data. Being in the same room with you is an ongoing information gathering process for them. They're reading your mood, watching your body language, registering every shift in your tone of voice. A study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that dogs can detect their owner's stress levels through cortisol in their scent, meaning your dog can literally smell your emotional state. That's why staying close to you matters so much to them. If they're far away, they can't access that information. If they're nearby, they're constantly getting updates. That's why when you're having a bad day and your dog won't leave your side, it's not a coincidence. They sensed something was off and they wanted to be there. The fourth reason, they're trying to give you a message. Your dog following you isn't always about emotion. Sometimes it carries a much more concrete message, and most owners miss it entirely. If your dog starts following you more closely than usual, if they won't leave your side, if they need to be in every single room with you, and this behavior started suddenly, stop and pay attention, because this can sometimes be one of the first signs of physical discomfort. A study published in the Canine Journal of Behavior found that dogs experiencing pain increase their proximity-seeking behavior toward their owners because they can't express the pain directly. They move toward the place where they feel most safe, which is you. At the same time, this following behavior can also be your dog trying to show you something. The water bowl is empty. It's time to go outside. Something feels wrong. Over centuries, dogs developed gestures and expressions to communicate with humans. And an important part of that communication is guiding you towards something. So how do you tell the difference? If your dog is following you while constantly glancing toward a specific spot, moving toward the door, or making noise to get your attention, that's message-carrying following. If they're simply following quietly and want to be near you, that's attachment following. The two are different, and recognizing both matters, because understanding your dog's behavior is really about learning their language. If exploring that language sounds like something you want to keep doing, feel free to subscribe to the channel. The fifth reason, they love you. And this is the only way they can say it. This one sounds like the simplest reason, but it might actually be the deepest one. Dogs can't express love the way humans do. They can't say it. They can't write it down, but evolution gave them something very powerful instead: physical closeness. Neuroscientist Gregory Burns from Princeton University spent years studying the dog brain using fMRI, and what he found was this. When dogs see their owners, the reward center of their brain activates, meaning being with you is neurologically rewarding for them. This isn't a habit. This is a choice. When your dog wants to be in every room with you, at the most fundamental level, they're saying this: "You make me feel good. I want to be with you." And that's exactly why writing this off as just a habit misses the point entirely. When that paw slides under the bathroom door, when those small footsteps follow behind you, when that little body curls up right at your feet, that is a choice, a conscious choice, made over and over again, every single time. The sixth reason, your dog figured something out over time. Being close to you brings good things. That might sound simple at first, but there's a very powerful learning mechanism behind it. Dogs are incredibly fast learners, and at some point in their life, they discovered something important. Being near you brings good things. When they're in the same room with you, mealtime comes around. When they wait by the door, you go outside together. Following you leads to positive outcomes. In behavioral science, this is called reinforcement, and dogs make this connection at remarkable speed. Research by animal behaviorist Dr. Aaron Hecht at Harvard University showed that the dog brain has an extraordinary capacity for processing social cues and reward patterns, meaning once your dog connects being close brings good things, that behavior gets wired into the nervous system. But here's the detail: most owners never notice. This learning isn't conscious. Your dog isn't thinking, "Let me go stand near them. Maybe something good will happen." The brain encodes this connection automatically. And with every positive experience, that code gets stronger. That's why a dog who has lived with you for years follows you more and more over time, because the brain keeps gathering evidence with every passing day. Being near this person is the right call, and once that belief is formed, no special reason is needed anymore. You're just there, and that's enough. Being near you is already a reason all on its own. When your dog follows you everywhere, they're not just acting like a shadow, they're communicating with you, showing you their trust, staying with their pack, greeting you, and telling you they love you. Once you understand that, the next time that little paw slides under the bathroom door, you're going to smile, because now you know the language behind it, the meaning of those small footsteps, the reason for that quiet waiting, and the simple message your dog has actually been telling you every single day: I'm right here with you. Now here's something I'm genuinely curious about. What moment does your dog follow you most? Right before you leave the house, when you're upset? Or do they follow you absolutely everywhere, no matter what? Write it in the comments, because a dog's following behavior is often connected to the small details of their owner's life, and every story is different. And if your dog licks you a lot, your hands, your face, or suddenly reaches out with their tongue as you walk, you've probably always interpreted that the same way: they love me. But scientists say that's not the only reason. There are actually multiple psychological reasons behind why dogs lick. And if your dog licks you frequently, your hands, your face, or catches you off guard with their tongue as you pass by, you've probably always read it the same way: they love me. But scientists say love isn't the only thing behind it. There are several psychological reasons why dogs lick. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss it.